TMDE, Browns post-draft show right now. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, TMDE, post-Browns draft coverage. You catch us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Line, and Spreaker, all the social media networks. It is what it is. Make sure y'all go to Circle of Nerds Network. Catch us there. I got my boy Aaron Sims. Aaron, let them know what's good, player.
What's up, Browns fans? Sandusky, Cleveland, Canton, Ohio. Let's get it.
Let's get it. You know, make sure we gonna click the links for y'all to catch it. Get the new Browns merch. All dogs will hunt. This some new shit. Y'all don't know about this shit, though.
It ain't safe in the woods.
It ain't safe. So as y'all well know, the draft is over. And the Browns made 8 selections, and I'm extremely happy. How you feel about what do you feel right now? We're going to get to it. Do the Browns got any holes in their game offensively or defensively right now? How you feel?
You know, Barry and D. Podesta did such a great job. I don't even feel like they came into the draft with a hole. Mm-hmm. You know, but they just made our team better. They made every room better. They made the wide receiver room better. Mm-hmm. They made the defensive back room better. They made the linebacker room flipped upside down and better. Mm-hmm. And then they even got the offensive line and D line. All I can say is great job.
No doubt, man. I'm in. Excuse me. Extremely happy with everything that Andrew Berry has accomplished. He's done, and I'm gonna say this real quick. I think. Don't get me wrong, Dorsey still got some influence. Some of his picks are still in play.
That's right.
And I think what Barry did, he took a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can get with this, and you can get with that. And that's what he did. Right. And he was able to take those pieces and put together an outstanding and wonderful team. And me and Aaron, we gonna break it down. We gonna get to the draft picks. Like now my man said, you don't feel like it's no holes, right?
No, I don't. And even Woods, you know, the thing about Woods is he came and knocked on D. Podesta's and Barry's door, and he said, do I need to take a pay cut? Because they did that good at filling his needs to work his defense the way he would like his defense to be.
Hey, bro, they gotta pay that man, bro. He like I said before, he's done an outstanding job. It's wonderful. It's such a thrill to be a Cleveland Browns fan right now.
Yes,
it is. But we're going to get to it. So, like I said before, so in the first round, the Browns picked up from Northwestern, Greg Newsome the third, right?
Yeah.
The third. And as the show progresses, we're going to show y'all some footage and you know, try to understand like why the Browns pick some of these players. We can get some information, some draft picks, breakdowns, their skills, their weaknesses, and how we feel about this whole team as a whole when it comes to these players. So let's get to your boy Newsome, man. We got to get to him. He's that dude. Let's go.
That's right. When I look at Greg Newsome, I think about 6'1", 190 pounds. Mm-hmm. He's big, confident. He has the ability to play zone as well as man-to-man. He is a ball hawk, but I do think he needs to work on his ball skills a little bit because he has a lot of deflections and only a few interceptions. But one thing about the young man, he's a godly young man. He has his head on his shoulders, and I do think he will be our other bookend next to Denzel Ward. So I'm putting Greedy on notice right now.
Oh, Lord.
You better come ready. You better come ready.
So you feel like he's going for the number 2 slot?
Yes, I am, because Troy Hill is a natural nickel cornerback.
Okay.
He's a natural intercept, pick up a fumble, and run it for a touchdown type guy.
Okay.
So he's going to be in the nickel because he's about that action. But then if you look at a 6'1", 200-pound ball hawk, you want him on the other end where you can forget about the corners with him and Denzel.
No doubt.
Perfect pick.
So give me some strength about this cat. I know he loves to play press. I know he loves press coverage. Anything else that you feel about this cat out of Northwestern?
Well, the big thing about it is his confidence.
Mm-hmm.
He's confident. Every cornerback has to be confident because you're on an island. Mm-hmm. And not only that, he can play zone as well as he can play man up. See, that's just the thing. He's versatile. And that's what this defense is going to be about, being versatile. You look at the linebackers they got. You look at the cornerbacks they got. We can all play 2 spots.
Wow. So that man said Greedy
Put him on notice right now. Put him on notice.
Greedy on notice. He's like, I know, like we were saying before, you said that Greedy's shoulder was firing and whatnot.
Firing.
And honestly, I know a lot of people probably gonna get mad when I say this. I thought Greedy was like kind of like,
He was so anyway.
Yeah.
He had never, to me, fully developed as an NFL cornerback. He was a great college cornerback, but he was, even when they did a draft, he was kind of like Sean Gilbert. Is he gonna work or is he not gonna work? Now it's show and prove time because we got somebody over there who will work. Bottom line, if you look at the way that Denzel plays and the way that Greg Newsome plays, both of them play the same way. They both hard up and they are hard out. And think about one thing. In 2 years, he only gave up one pass over 10 yards. What does that tell you?
That tells me that, man, granted, his ball skills might not be that great, but as a defender, the man knows exactly what needs to be done. So do you feel like he could be a potential plug and play right now starter?
Yes, I do. I feel that's the reason why they got him in the first round because, we'll talk about the other pick next, but he was worthy of a second round pick. He was worthy of a first round pick.
Yeah.
So by them getting Greg Newsome, they had to know something and they had to feel something. And when I heard the young man talk, I understood why he picked that grape to make good wine.
No doubt. So that leads us to the next pick the Browns took in the second round. Right.
Jeremiah Russo-Cormora.
Yeah, I didn't want to butcher his name.
That's why, hey, his nickname is going to be Joko, a.k.a. Cujo, because that dog will hunt. And the biggest thing about Jeremiah that I like is the fact that he can play in the coverage. He's a long player. Only thing that kind of bothered me a little bit, I watched him take wrong pursuit angles. I used to see him, he plays a little bit quicker than he needs to be. He overplays the play sometimes. I've seen him get back to the quarterback and get stood up by running backs.
I saw that.
The thing is, what he needs to do is develop secondary moves, that spin move, develop that little bend, and he will because he's that type of athlete. And like I said, Cujo, all dogs will hunt. Let Henny run out. Let Henny run out the pocket with him there. He only gets 5 yards, not 13. He's on that ass. Believe that.
His ass ain't running out the pocket. So, like I said, we got Jeremiah Russo. I can't even pronounce it, man. Y'all forgive me for that. There it is. That's one of my boys here to pick me up. So let's look at some highlights and see why the Browns decided to draft this guy. That's your boy Notre Dame, baby. Now this cat, we were saying before that the Browns didn't value linebackers, but obviously they proved us wrong.
Well, they didn't prove us wrong. Only thing they did was do the right thing. I mean, they didn't prove me wrong because in the past they've never valued linebackers.
You're right.
So now they value linebacker. That means they must have got the drift. That means they must understand what it takes. I mean, look at Woods. He probably told them, I need somebody like Wagner. We already got Malcolm Smith. I need the Legion of Doom back. And that's what he got back. He got a long athlete that runs like a safety and hits like a linebacker. And I think this was the steal of the draft because I would have took him at 26.
I was shocked that he was still there when the Browns, that blew my mind. I was like, other teams, they have different agendas. Right. I get that. But I was still shocked that this man was still there at that. I was like, man, I'm thinking he was gone. I was, I called you. I was sweating bullets like, dude, if they get Jeremiah, I'm going to lose my mind. Yes. And they got our boy Russo. We wanted Gregory Russo, but you felt differently after looking at the tape.
Yeah, after looking at the tape, I felt different. I feel Russo need to get in the late room. Russo need to get a better first step. Only sacks he had was from the inside. Yeah. He never got none from the outside, so I fell off on Russo. Yeah. So, but I did not fall off on this guy. This is the guy I really wanted because he moves like a safety, hits like a linebacker, and he has great ball skills.
Look at that. He just caught that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So if you play him in a dime, if you play him in a nickel, he don't necessarily have to line up in the middle. He can line up in the slot because he can cover the slot and slide off and hit somebody if they decide to run. And that's what we need. That's that Woods defense. It ain't safe. It ain't safe in the secondary.
It ain't safe, bro.
It ain't safe.
It ain't safe.
All dogs will hunt.
All dogs will hunt.
Cujo. That's his nickname, Cujo. So, and he wears number 0 because he has 0 talents.
0 talents, and they did take a stand for social injustice, and we always appreciate it. Now we got to get to this is one of my favorite picks because the Browns really needed to address honestly, I think in the wide receiver room we have right now, I think that we were really good, but we didn't have that guy that could take the top off the defense.
Right.
Now we got that speedster. I mean, honestly, I think he's actually Donovan Peoples-Jones. I'm not sure about his height right now, but honestly, I think he's like the one of the taller receivers that we have.
Yeah, he's 6'1", and the thing is, he doesn't have football speed. He has world-class track speed.
Exactly.
If you look at him sometimes when they put him on the slot and he ran the deep route, he was 20 yards ahead of everybody when he caught the ball. Of course, you can use him on the slot and run him across the inner like Tyreek Hill. And like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. We already got Tyreek Hill trying to challenge him to a race because he already know somebody's in the lead that's ready to smoke him. So it's already causing a problem. He's already a problem just because he stepped in the room. They already when the cornerback step up against him, he gonna know to be on his heels. He won't be playing bump and run, and he won't be giving up no room. What he gonna have to do is run, baby, run. He can't run like that, boy.
Yeah. So would you put him in the slot even though he's a rookie, or would you keep him on the edge? Would you keep him the right or left side?
It depends on what route I want to run.
Okay.
Now, if I want to run that crossover route, like Tyreek Hill across the field, let Baker roll out and hit him, who's going to guard him across the field and catch him? No one. If I decide to run him on a deep route where we're going 30, 40 yards, let's get in the race. I would race him against anybody. See, the thing is, that's the beauty of this draft. They got players that can do more than one thing. And that's what we need.
Versatility.
That's right.
And that's what we got. So we didn't actually get a chance to say his name. It's Anthony Schwartz.
A.K.A. The Flash.
The Flash. Was that Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona.
Arizona. No, Auburn.
Yeah, he went to Auburn.
Yeah, he's Auburn. We fucked up. It's
Auburn target.
He's out of Auburn. Y'all forgive us. It is what it is. But we want to show you, man, what the Browns is getting right now. So let's check out that highlight right now. See what this man is all about.
Now look right here, he's on the end, and all he's doing is running the deep route, 20 yards down the field. Why? Because you can't run with me.
Yeah. Now they need to know this kid, he can catch. Yeah. I've seen some of his film, like he made some sideline tiptoe catches.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people just questioning, I don't know if he can catch or not. Now the man can catch. If he couldn't catch, why would you draft him? But
exactly.
There's been cases where some people got some stone hands.
But you see right there, he caught it in the slot. All it was a step over. It's a 5-yard run. It's a 5-yard pass that went to the house, and that's what we need. Because when Odell Beckham got hurt, we did not have that. But with him and Odell, now we got two threats that can take it to the house in one play.
No
and
doubt.
Look how fast, look how far ahead he is than everybody else.
That's crazy. But hopefully his college game can translate to the NFL game, like they're wide open right there.
Well, one thing about speed translates to anything.
True that.
You can't teach speed. You can't pretend to have somebody that run fast as him. Watch, catch my dust. Look at that. That's an extra 20, 30 yards just because he can run faster than everybody else. And that's going to happen a lot. That extra 10 yards, they say football is a game of inches. Well, it goes an extra 5 yards every time you catch the ball. Because one, you got to give him a cushion. 2, you got to make a short tackle. And 3, you got to not get burnt because you're going to get embarrassed. They're going to be calling you toast. We're gonna be bringing out the bacon.
Without the jelly, baby.
We're gonna be bringing out the bacon.
So I love this pick. It was great. It was wonderful that the Browns decided to address. But like I said, for right now, I don't think that he's gonna be it just depends. Because we still got Downey for Peoples-Jones. Yeah. And I didn't think he actually got used the way he should have been used.
Right.
And he's got a lot of potential, a lot of talent. OBJ's back. Hopefully he's healthy. Jarvis, Higgins. Now your boy, we was talking about him earlier. Hodge.
Yeah, he's on notice.
Yeah, Hodge on notice.
He on notice because one thing about everybody that you mentioned, none of them run 100 meters in 10 seconds. And that's just evident. I mean, you can say what you want to, you can do what you want to, but you can't teach speed and you ain't gonna catch the flash. So bottom line, he's just another weapon. He's another weapon on that offense that is gonna be hard to deal with anyway. And with that defense, it's gonna be so stingy. And maybe just this one extra play that he might get a game might make the difference.
That's true.
That's true. Great pick, Barry.
Great pick. Now, hey, we'll be back. We're gonna take a little short time out. We'll be back. Make sure y'all catch the TMDE Browns post-draft show. Holla back at your boy. Make sure y'all get that merch paid.
It ain't safe.
It ain't safe. Welcome back. This is TMDE post-Browns draft coverage. And I made a mistake earlier. We were supposed to do 4 and 4. It is what it is, but we going 3 and 5. And we love it. We love it. And I'm sitting with my boy, Aaron says, Aaron Little Know was good player.
Hey, man, everything good. This is the best Browns team we ever had. I'm just happy to celebrate what you got. and get a little bit of action.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to touch on that before we get to the next pick. You feel like this is the best Browns team you've seen since you've been alive.
Yeah, since I've been alive, because...
No Bernie's.
Even Bernie's team, I believe that Bernie's team was the best team we had before this, but when Don Rodgers died, we had a big hole at safety. Had Don Rodgers lived, I believe we have a Super Bowl. But we had to go get Ray Ellis, which is from Canton, Ohio. Much love to you. But we had to get him at the end of his career after Philadelphia. And if we could have had Don Rodgers, I believe we'd have had a championship. But no, there has never been a better roster in Cleveland than we have now. There's never been a better coach, and there's never been a better front office.
Wow. Damn, you said coach. So Schottenheimer don't?
No, Schottenheimer was close, but no cigar. Just like the Browns always have been. So that doesn't change nothing. That's still the clown factor. We talking about winning the Super Bowl this year. We talking about being good for 3 and 4 years. We're not talking about almost and we sad because we didn't make it. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about actually winning the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl bust right now because they got this roster. If you don't make it to the Super Bowl, Baker, you got 1 more year, then we'll probably pick you up for franchise. But if we don't make it to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be mad they didn't get Aaron Rodgers. Tell the truth.
Now Aaron,
I ain't. I'm a Browns fan.
Aaron is having some problems right now at Green Bay, dog. But in the long term,
on this team though.
Oh my God,
it's
dude!
The end of the game. No more games to be played.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, we talking about how can we be the best that we can be, and Aaron Rodgers.
So you saying right now that you will try to make a trade for Aaron Rodgers right now?
I didn't commit to Baker right now.
Well,
All I did was pick him up for 1 more year. I didn't give him the long-term contract, so obviously I'm not sold.
That's 18 mil.
If you put Aaron Rodgers somehow on this team with Odell, Jarvis, all the extra fly, the best offensive line, passing and running, and Kareem Hunt and Aaron Rodgers and his defense.
So you saying Baker
think they gonna win?
Baker on notice?
No, he ain't on notice.
Okay, all right.
But I'm saying he ain't on notice. But I'm saying if we just gonna be a fantasy, my fantasy is to have somebody like Aaron Rodgers with this team. It's not to have Baker Mayfield with this team. I would like Baker to become that.
Damn.
But he couldn't carry Aaron Rodgers' jock if he was the manager.
Yeah, true that. He can't. I'm sorry.
As much as I like Baker,
I'm sorry. I don't think he can't scratch Aaron Rodgers' balls. For real though.
Be able to carry his jock if he was the team manager.
Damn.
So until he decides to be that, but we ain't here.
We go.
We here to talk about the Browns and
no doubt.
Now, Baker, you got the best team the Browns ever assembled, and if you don't win the Super Bowl,
you know what? We need that merch. No excuses. No excuses right now. So let's get back to it. We got to get to the Browns. The Browns decided to go to Cincinnati and pick up a tackle. We needed a tackle to establish a lot more depth on the line because if y'all remember in the playoff game, we lost Jedrick Wills. We lost him. And I have no problems with getting depth right now. Barry is killing it as far as this team getting depth and skilled players at their positions. It is what it is. So we got James Hudson, out of Cincinnati. So let's check his footage. Let's check him out.
Yeah, I like James Hudson because he came into college football playing the defensive lineman from Michigan. And you know what? He brought that nastiness that comes from a defensive line to the offensive line. That's why his nickname for me, I call him Filthy McNasty. Because he can play any position on the line except for center, and he can move. And he still brings that defense.
My man's got a name for all the people.
James Hudson, aka Filthy McNasty. If anybody go down, he gonna be a tone setter on the line. Whoa. That's one thing about him. He's a tone setter. He's like Wyatt Tiller. He goes out there hunting. He's going out there to put somebody's in the dirt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I love the pick because that's a pick the possessor already has said he covered it before the draft.
Yeah.
And he was patient.
Yeah.
He went and got it. I think he's the most underrated defensive tackle in the draft because he didn't have that many snaps.
Wow. So let me ask you a question then. And how you feel? Do you think this is Mo Berry, or do you think DePodesta had his hand in it? What do you think?
I think this is a collaboration because it's too great to be one person.
No doubt.
They actually know which grapes to pick to make good wine. And that's why I give credit to the front office. I
Put
give
your
credit
foot on
to
it.
the coaches, and I give credit to everybody because we ain't never had a draft. I had a free agency like this. So I got to give it to them, take my hat off to what they did.
Wow. my man's couldn't have said it better. So at that next pick, the Browns picked an old boy from Ohio State, and I'm not going to take a shot. I need my ass kicked. Tommy, what you got? Tommy boy.
Tommy Tucker. Tommy boy. The biggest thing I like about him is on the rundowns, first and second down and on goal line. I really don't think he has a big value when it comes to rushing the quarterback because he just don't have that skill set. One thing he does do is play downhill, going uphill.
Yeah.
And that means he plays great against the run. He's nasty. He don't stop. And really, that puts Jordan Elliott on notice. You gotta come in camp ready to go because Billings is gonna be there, and on first and second down, we only gonna need 2 of y'all. And then on third down, they're gonna let Malik Jackson and Tank McKinney come in there and finish the job. But as far as goal line, first and second down, a definite run down, you will see Tommy Boy.
You will see Tommy Boy. So let's check out Tommy Boy's footage.
Let's see, watch his first step on the inside. Look at that.
Boom!
You're not running out the pocket. And that spillover, when you see Clowney and you see Garrett getting to the quarterback and he steps up in the pocket, that's going to be hit. See, all these plays are made on pass plays, but he really shines when they do a running play. Look at that. Bow. Nothing. He's going to fill his gap every time.
You better fill that goddamn gap. I'm trying to find it.
Think about when they play teams like Pittsburgh with the no line and they got Najee Harris. Najee Harris gonna get stopped because we got people like him, and Pittsburgh has no line. And the Ravens, when you got people like Jackson who can run out the hole, he better not run in between the tackles. He better bounce it to the outside, but we got Corey Moore to catch him out there in fields. This shit is bananas. It's never been like this.
Excuse me, Pop. My number Pops was like, yo. So, we gonna move on to the next pick, and we got your boy Tony Fields, man, out of West Virginia. Tell me how you feel about Tony Fields,
man. I feel good about him. I think really he's a smaller version of Zaven Collins. Why? Because the boy can chew gum and walk at the same time. I call, like back in the days when we used to play football in Canton, Ohio, we used to call good linebackers who can play in between the tackles, Filthy McNasty in the Cereal Bowl. And that's what I call him, because he can sit there and pick his zone in between the tackles, and he can go make the play on the running back. He's a very cerebral linebacker. And the thing about him is he runs like a safety and hits like a linebacker. He's a bit undersized for a linebacker, but he's so aggressive, he had to be one. Even when he played on Arizona before he transferred to West Virginia, he had 5 sacks. When he went to West Virginia, all he did was average 94 tackles a game. 94 tackles a year, excuse me. That's almost 100 tackles in college. Now, come on. That's going to translate to the NFL.
No doubt. So let's get to that man's footage. Let's take a look at how he fits into the Browns scheme.
And see, this is the prime example of being able to...
Yeah, that shit came in kind of slow, but it is what it is. I'll speed it up.
You see with the hammer.
Now, this cat, you were saying he's a hybrid. Now, this guy is a linebacker, but to me, looks almost damn near like a goddamn safety.
Yeah, but that's what we wanted was defense, because we want somebody who can run. But look at him. Look at the way he blitzes the quarterback. He has a secondary line. You see that bend? He almost got to the floor. And that's something that you can't teach. And that's something that Corey needs to learn. Now, look at this run play. Look how he gets Filthy McNasty in the Cereal Bowl. Look at all that action, but he finds the ball.
He finds
the ball. That's what you got to call it, because he ain't getting caught in the elevator.
Yeah, no doubt.
He watching everything evolve, stepping in between the tackles, making the play. Look at that open field tackle. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, because he's cerebral. That he sees the play before it happens. That's what you need in that Woods defense. Look at that. Forget about it. Open field, nothing.
Wow. Y'all getting it. I'm going to tell you what. Wow. We working on the popularity. If you don't get the best comprehensive Browns coverage from this show, I don't know what to tell you. Your ass. I really don't. And we try to break it down. It is what it is. So let's get to that next pick. So later in the rounds, we picked Richard Laconte. And like I said, y'all forgive me for mispronouncing people's names. I'm doing the best I can. so get a breakdown. How you feel about this cat?
Man, when I look at Richard Laconte, I gotta give him a nickname, and I call him Laconte Dracula because he out for blood. The boy hits every time he's around the ball, and he's always around.
That nigga got a name for everybody.
He took a year off because he got in an accident, but he still was with the team. He still was weightlifting. He still was ready to go.
Yeah.
If you watch any of his tape, he in the right place at the right time. And with John Johnson III, which is one of the most smart safeties in the league, he's gonna put him in the right position.
So your boy, oh, my bad. So your boy, Red Wine, he's on notice.
He's on notice. He better get in the weight room.
He's on notice.
He better get out the studio and quit trying to be a rapper and get in the weight room, because there's somebody there that's gonna take somebody's head off every time they catch the ball. The epitome of the Legion of Doom. Hey, Richard Laconte, aka Count Dracula, because he's out for blood. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
He said, my man, you gotta give it up. My man is very creative. He got names for every goddamn player on the team.
Count Dracula.
No doubt. So let's look at Richard Laconte's tape and see how this man translates to the Browns on defense.
This thing about him is, look at that. Bow. He's out for blood every time you catch
That's
the
that
ball.
Georgia product, baby.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. You can't be running around my zone without getting popped. That's something you got to get. Every tight end got to know when he catch the ball, you better get down. Every receiver got to know, don't come over the middle. And look at that. He's always around the ball. And he can run the ball.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Ooh.
Young man. Rumble, young man, rumble. Look at him go.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Yes. He will knock somebody's helmet off this year. I will put that in there.
Yeah, we are so deep, dog. Bro, we deep as hell right now. Like, and you always got to take account, the injury bug always happens. And you always got to take into account that somebody go down, the next man got to step up.
That's right.
And we good on that.
The thing I love about Laconte, he's willing to give up the ghost every play. Mm-hmm. A lot of people make business decisions, don't make those big hits, but he's willing to give up the ghost every play, and that's why I count him Laconte Dracula, because he out for blood, and he gonna get some. Put him with Torrey. Think about with Hill. Hill had 2 interceptions, back-to-back weeks with touchdowns. Then he picked up a fumble in the 3rd week, 3 weeks of straight touchdowns, and that's our free agent. You see what I'm saying? That's our free agent. I'm putting everybody on notice. I'm putting I'm putting MJ Stewart on notice.
You done put half the team on notice.
That's right. You know why? Because we got deep rooms.
That's right.
That's what a good team. That's a sign of a good team, a deep room. I mean, we look at the safeties. If we decide to keep 4 or 5, we are deep. You know what I mean? If we decide to say Fields is a safety, deep.
So do we adjust? I don't know if it's this year or is it next year, or when they was going to change the rosters up, go from the 53 man to, like, I think it was 61 or somewhere along that line. They were
saying that with the addition of the extra game and us having now, instead of 16 games, 17 games, they were going to extend the roster, which is good for the Browns because we did not have 8 or 9 roster spots. But now we do have 8 or 9 roster spots because of the great picks. We're putting everybody on notice who's in every position. Every position has a man that could lose their job.
And you know what? That is a wonderful thing to have. Yeah. We are in such a great situation right now where you got guys that's rookies that could come and take a veteran spot. And the veteran could be on the bench drinking Gatorade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta love that. You have to love that, man. So, like I said, shout out to Andrew Berry and the Browns front office, Hightower, the organization. I gotta give it up to Jimmy and D for finally goddamn getting it right. It's crazy because a lot of owners, I think they would have probably just decided, piss on it. You know what I'm saying? But they kept the intestinal fortitude. They kept pushing. Oh, we bleeped up. I don't want to say that because my father-in-law told me I was doing too much cussing. But they bleeped up. And they kept it going. And they say, we made this mistake. Let's look at it. This team is balanced. It's semi-analytical, and at the same time, they are it's people who know football. They know football. So they're looking at these picks. They put us in a great position. The salary cap is gangster. We're where we need to be. And it's crazy, man. Now, this last pick, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got a deep room. This last pick, we got your boy, Demetric Felton from UCLA, running back / damn near wide receiver / I'm on your ass. This cat can play damn near any position he's a weapon. So now, before we get to the last one, how you feel about this cat right here from UCLA, bro?
Oh man, Demetric Felton to me is the offensive Swiss Army knife. He can play in the slot, catch the ball and break a big one. He can run as a running back, be another offset running back, something like Kareem Hunt. You can give him little screen plays. You can give him end rounds. He just knows how to find the hole and make something happen. And not only that, he plays special teams. He's a great gunner. He can tackle. See, that's going to make you a roster spot. And see, the thing is, we have a multitude of talent right now. And you're going to have to go there and fight for a spot. And that makes a great camp. That makes a great team. That makes a little chip on your shoulder before the real game starts.
No.
Need that.
When is the last time the Browns been in this position, dog?
Never.
To where they can yo, we got all these weapons, man. I would not want to be the man in the room right now trying to make cuts right now. You know, you got your OTAs coming up. You got your rookie mini camps. Different stuff like that coming up where you got to solidify, and you got people who are undrafted, compensatory picks, people who are coming up. You know, the Browns camp is going to be loaded, but we know, they know who's going to be on the team. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to that boy Felton's highlights, man. And I love it, man. Absolutely. I think your boy Johnson, he on notice. He's on notice.
Dearness?
Oh yeah, he's on notice.
Oh, definitely, he on notice. Like, everybody on notice. For real, this is showing proof because we got a good team and it's gonna be good rooms.
On notice.
And the thing is, you're gonna have to come, you're gonna have to study, you're gonna have to prepare, and not only that, you're gonna really have to go out there and do that shit. You can talk about what you're gonna be and talk about your past, but we got people that's gonna knock your head off that's young. So you better come and work with a swerve because you know what? Hey, cream rises to the top. And one thing I want to say about Barry and D. Podesta, they managed to get a little cream in every little spot that we needed. So, hey, get ready to play because I tell you right now, our defense will at least have 6 new starters. You can forget about the old defense. You know, Mac Wilson, you know, all y'all.
Yeah, he on notice.
Y'all all on notice. Y'all all on notice. You know why? Because you're not even the kind of linebackers that we go for no more.
Damn.
You know, now they value fast linebackers. Now they value linebackers who can cover in 2 spots. Yeah, we do still value Mac Wilson who can knock somebody out. Yeah, we do still value Brandon Phillips who hit so hard his helmet come off. Yeah, we do still value Taki Haki who can play running defense. But we got Walker who can do both. But we got Kojo, aka Cujo, who can do both. And then we got Fields who was so cerebral and can get in there and, like I said, Filthy McNasty in the cereal bowl. He can find somebody in the cluster to go tackle. Can you do that? That's the thing. Everybody's on notice.
So, like my man said, it's a lot of veterans. Some of y'all on notice, man. Some of y'all on notice. So let's get to Demetric Felton. Let's look at his highlights to see what this man brings to the table for the Cleveland Browns.
My nickname for him is the athlete because he can do it all.
Oops, my bad. Gotta cut that.
Oh, that's Dracula.
Let's get to it.
Look at him. Like I said, he can catch the ball in a screen pass much like Kareem Hunt and make something happen and be a different change of pace. You know, when people need, you know, rest. I remember last year when Chubb went down, sometimes I would watch Hunt and he'd be a little winded, but he'd do the best he can. Every time he get in, he's showing proof. But this is somebody extra. 1 or 2 plays a game. But like I said, football is a game of inches, and I'll take them yards. You know what I mean?
I love it. And this cat is so versatile. What does he run? You know what he runs?
He runs in the 4.4-4.3 range.
Okay, no doubt.
You know, he's a little bit slower than Hunt, but he's a little faster than Chubb. And you know, to me, I think you need every gear in the NFL.
You need every gear, everywhere, at every time.
That's right.
And like I said, the Browns, Andrew Berry, shout out to Andrew Berry, man, cerebral when it comes to picking some of these players. Man, we was in such a great goddamn position this year in the draft. We could have did any goddamn thing we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's a rare commodity anytime the Browns is in the position where we can do whatever we wanted to do, wherever we wanted to do it.
Right.
And
that's why, you know, I give them more props because they actually went out and improved their team. I mean, if you could have told me I could have got Newsom and Joko in the same
Joko.
draft, you know, I mean, really? You give me a shutdown bookend corner, and then you give me Cujo to go ahead and hunt in that defensive backfield, run up and smack any quarterback that decided to run, including Jackson. You know what I mean? Long arms, a great cover guy. You tell me I can get that, and then on the top of that, I can get Anthony Walker from the Colts. I mean, really? I mean, the only thing I can do is applaud you, because this is the first time as a Browns fan where I can't find the clown factor.
Yeah, I was doing my best not to. It's crazy. I was almost looking for the Browns to make a mistake just so I could talk shit. Because that's my team. And don't get me wrong, you know, if you watch me on, you know, the Browns is trash, Browns slash on your ass video, I talk a lot of shit. But in my heart, man, I'm a Browns fan, and I love the Browns. I want the Browns to succeed. I want the Browns to get to the Super Bowl, win that shit, bring that shit back to Cleveland. We haven't had that since the Cavs. And I feel like all the diehard Browns fans deserve that shit. They deserve it. So will we get it this year? We was one game away. We was right there. We was at the cusp. But it is what it is, and like we said previously in the other show, hey, your boy Chubb, he dropped the rock.
That's all right, though.
But it is what it is, and
we love Chubb.
We love Chubb. Make sure y'all, we gonna get the links. Y'all can get your Browns merch, TMDE official Browns merch. We got the license, so don't even worry about it. It is what it is. And I want to thank my boy Aaron Smith for coming on the show. You know, all day, my brother. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all tune in, like, and subscribe if you love what we talking about. We gonna always keep it 100. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Go Browns.
Here we go, Browns.
Here we go.
Here we go, Brownies.
No doubt.